to was the 9-7 Chargers last year. And when I was doing my research, I was shocked to find these stats. My dad likes to say that Phillip Rivers is the most overrated quarterback in the NFL.
And that's why I love your father.
But, at 36 years old, he had over 4,000 yards last year, and he had only, 62 yards and 4 touchdowns behind Tom Brady, which was a really shocking stat to me. He's had almost 4,000 yards in every single season he's played. So is he going to have another 4,000-yard season?
He's a great fantasy guy, but as playing in the NFL, I'm sorry, Phillip Rivers does not get the job done. He's great for fantasy purposes because he'll get you what you need and possibly, win your fantasy league. But other than that, I can't hold a candle to him.
I'm going to have to disagree with Eric Wilson yet again because this is a very underrated
This is what you do, so
underrated
there's no shock.
quarterback. I think Phillip Rivers he's in the prime time of his career right now, even with the Cowboy Bowl right on his neck. The Chargers, I always say, they come into nap time each year, especially the second half. But last year, they really surprised me. And you got to remember, the first couple games they had, they lost because of a kicker. Kind of like another team locally called the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but they lost because of a kicker. So you take those 2 or 3 wins, back to the Chargers side, they won the division. So with Phillip Rivers and the guys, and I think Melvin Gordon is such a underrated guy when it comes to being a running back.
That I will agree with you on.
Okay, thank you. Well, good.
Yes.
We can agree on something.
We agree on that.
I think Rivers and the Chargers are going to have a breakout season. They're going to be probably in the running for that division. They're going to compete with L.A. to be one of the top teams in that little city called L.A. Phillip Rivers, if you're in fantasy, draft him high. Draft him high as a QB. He's got Mike Williams.
So real quick, shout out to the Troublemakers, their fantasy league in the back. If you haven't drafted Melvin Gordon yet, make sure you pick him up. And if you need a fantasy quarterback, go ahead and take Phillip Rivers because he'll get you 4,000 yards.
And if you need a wide receiver, pick up Mike Williams too. So don't forget about Mike Williams.
Actually, I'm glad you guys brought up
and Keenan Allen, of course. Yeah, Keenan Allen.
I'm glad you brought up Melvin Gordon. I think it's funny now that him and Todd Gurley are in L.A., they get confused. If they both walked in the door right now, I couldn't tell you who was who. So, Chip, Melvin Gordon's underrated. Todd Gurley's one of the best in the league. Who's going to have the better season?
I'm going to say Melvin Gordon. I think you have to see a little regression, from Gurley. I mean, Gurley exploded, and I think it's only natural maybe he ticks back a little bit. But like you said, those are 2 of the best running backs in the NFL, both pass-catching threats, both, great runners, great speed, great vision. So I think both those guys are having a tremendous season. I think Melvin Gordon has a better opportunity to have a better season.
I'm excited. I like Melvin Gordon. I like to draft him. I just have a soft spot in my heart for Melvin Gordon. So
wait, did he go to Ohio State?
No, he did not. But
okay,
another guy who did go to Ohio State is Joey Bosa.
I was like, wait a minute. That's where I thought your guy was with the Chargers was Joey Bosa.
Joey Bosa. He is an amazing defensive player. His rookie season, he had 10.5 sacks. Last year, he improved and had 12.5 sacks. So let's go with his average over/under 11.5 sacks this year.
Over. Yeah.
Over.
He's like fine wine. He gets better with age. So I would even predict he might get 15 this year.
Defensive player of the year?
In the running, I think.
Yeah, in the running.
He's in the conversation. I mean, I can never bet against J.J. Watt, but then J.J. Watt, can't stay healthy. So, but Joey Bosa definitely top 3 in the conversation for defensive player of the year.
You all say over. I'm going to go under, just to stir the pot a little. I love the guy, but I mean, we all can't agree on everything here, right?